Okay, so let's use an example and see if we can figure this out. So let's say you're given the information that the terminal side of an angle theta passes through the point -1 comma square root of 3. Okay, so first of all, we need to know what quadrant that is in. Well, this is negative, x is negative, y is positive, which means we're going to be in the second quadrant. Okay, so that means when I'm setting this up, okay, when I'm creating my triangle, I know I'm going to be in the second quadrant, and so my terminal side has to be in here somewhere. And again, I don't care how I draw the ray, but it has to be in here somewhere. And I know it has to go through the point -1 comma square root of 3. So I know what? What do I know? I know my angle theta is that. Here's my ray, right? Here's my ray, if you will. And then, of course, I can get my triangle, right? So I can find my triangle. So my right triangle. And so now, what are they asking me to do? It says determine the trigonometric functions of theta if the terminal side of theta passes through that point. Okay. So guess what? I'm going to write out all the stuff. So x is -1, so we know this is -1, and y is square root of 3, so we know this side is square root of 3. Okay. We don't know r, but we can easily find r by using the Pythagorean theorem. So r squared equals what? -1 squared plus the square root of 3 squared. Well, r equals 1 plus 3, which equals 4, or r squared rather, and then r equals 2. Okay, great, we're done. So now we've got r is 2, so the hypotenuse is 2. And so now we can find all of the trigonometric functions of theta by using the correct ratios. So now, guess what? I know sine of theta is equal to what? Opposite over hypotenuse, so this can be the square root of 3 over 2. Cosine theta is going to be -1/2. Tangent of theta is going to be negative square root of 3. And then, of course, cosecant theta is going to be 2 over the square root of 3. And then, of course, secant is going to be what? -2. And cotangent theta is going to be -1 over the square root of 3. Now again, these are the exact answers, but again, if you're asked to estimate to 4 decimal places or 4 significant digits, then you could easily do that. Okay? And that's it. Okay, so now, next time we'll talk about negative angles and such. See ya.